Saying outside, what is this?
Hey everybody, welcome to a weekly show and tell. It's me, Lady Ada, here at the Adafruit Factory. With me is Mr. Lady Ada and special guest Paul from Pimoroni, who will be our special guest viewer. But this is your chance to shine and show us the cool projects you're working on. Maybe they're Raspberry Pi projects, maybe they're Arduino projects, maybe they're Python projects. We'd like to see them. So show them off. We're going to call on some Adafruit folks first, and then we'll call on everybody else in the order in which your boxes appear. We have to get out of here at 7:50, so please take 2 to 3 minutes to demo your project and be ready to shine when we call on you. So let's start off with Scott.
Scott and Tony, hello.
Hello.
Hey.
We are in Portland, and we're going to PyCon tomorrow and Friday and Saturday and Sunday. It's going to be super fun. We're going to see lots of Adafruit friends there and new friends as well. And I just wanted to do a shout out for CircuitPython 0.10.0 I released yesterday with some support for something new that's coming a little bit later. And then the only thing I have to show is Tony. We're actually like together here in Portland, gonna tag team the conference.
And your cat looks a lot different.
Yeah, right. Yeah, the cat's totally changed. But PyCon, so it's the Python programming language conference. It happens every year. This year it's in Portland, and it's really cool. If you're in Portland, definitely come check it out. And I just want to show off. This is my digital pocket square for us. Got to dress up a little bit and doing a talk at the Education Summit. And so this is actually MicroPython powered. It's our Arduino LED or NeoPixel shield, and then I have a little Feather M0 back soldered to the back of it, and so it's just lighting up the Arduino shield on this suit jacket. And I have just a magnet that holds it on to the front of it, so I can pull it off here. Okay. And I actually wired it up so that the reset button on the Arduino shield, it's connected to the M0. So if I press the reset, then it just changes the brightness, so I can cycle through blinding or off. So very handy to have that.
Okay.
Very cool. Okay, yeah. And you want people to meet you tomorrow, right? You have.
So tomorrow is the Education Summit, which is all sold out. If you're at the Education Summit, if you're one of the 150 people, then you'll probably see me there for sure. But otherwise, then Friday, keep an eye on the Open Spaces board. I think Scott and I are going to do an open space for hardware hacking and things like that, and there'll be plenty of other hardware stuff going on. So the cool thing about PyCon is it's a little bit of a freewheeling. Things happen as a conference unfolds. Conference. So.
And people can feel free to email me if they need to coordinate with us. So just scott@adafruit.com.
It's an interpreted conference, not a compiled conference.
Exactly, yes. It is dynamic. There's no type that you're
I was going to say, is it a duck conference?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Real ducks.
Yeah, spaces are fine. Okay. All right, well, I'll see you tomorrow, and thanks for doing the talks and more at PyCon and launching.
Oh,
cool. All Scott, he wrote the code.
All right.
Okay, next guy.
Okay, next up, No Pedro.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Hey,
so
Russ.
summer is here, and typically what we do in summer is we kind of go outside. Even though we're in Florida, it's not a good idea to go outside that much, but we tend to do it a little bit. So I thought I'd remix kind of a classic project with a bunch of NeoPixels to a skateboard. So I thought I'd do that, but a little bit less NeoPixels, a little bit more functional. So we designed and 3D printed this integrated truck riser, which goes in between your board and your trucks. And I put some NeoPixels in there. It's just an 8x NeoPixel stick, but it has a feather. So not only is it Bluetooth, but it has USB charging, so I don't have to worry about taking the battery out. Everything's mounted with machine screws, so I have no vibrations, and it's working out pretty well. You can print it in ABS, but I'm printed it in PLA just because I like PLA. But it seems to work out pretty well. So we have a guide on how to do that, and yeah, all the design files are free to download and all that good stuff. So I'm really happy with this one. Yeah, Phil, I'll be sending you one. So
yes,
you'll be able to skate and light up the roads.
Like it.
Absolutely. That's my new commuting vehicle. Thank you.
Awesome.
All right. Okay. Thanks so much. All right. Next up, Phil B.
Yep.
Hello there. I got in.
You got in. You have no camera.
Video? No? Huh. Shoot. All right. Sorry. I'll.
Oh, good. Yeah. Come. Keep trying camera stuff. We'll. Oh, here you are.
Oh,
Wow.
okay.
That worked.
Figured it out. Yay, that was good. Oh, don't know why it was camera off. Anyway, I've been working on this thing for a few days, and it's kind of cool. It uses Circuit Playground Express, the new hotness board, and 2 alligator clips, and no other components at all. And it is generating. You Gator clipped that on there, and it's generating kind of low-res grayscale composite video to a television or a monitor. And it'll work with the GFX library, so you'll be able to write little games or something, or hook up sensors and print out results onto a TV screen instead of trying to interpret like NeoPixel flashes. So I'll have a library ready for that. Hopefully, maybe by tomorrow, if people want to start fooling around with that. It should work with the M0 boards as well, because they have the same the DAC on it.
Okay,
So,
cool.
This is one of the neatest projects ever. Thank you so much for doing this.
It's super fun and hacky.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hacky. It's exactly the sort of thing. I think that's probably why Lamore kind of needled me to do it, because I said, no, you can't do that. And,
Exactly.
I was like, I bet you can do something.
Exactly. All right. Well, thank you so much.
All right,
Right.
cool.
All right, Chris Young, how you doing? Welcome back to Show and Tell.
Hi guys, can you hear me?
Yeah, you sound
Yeah.
great.
Okay. Well, on the CircuitPython is going to be used by people who maybe are not professional programmers, and so you want to be as foolproof as possible. And this week, I provided myself as the fool. I locked that sucker up so tight I could hardly get out of it. I was running out of memory, and something crashed, and I turned my Feather M0 Express into a really nice tiny brick. When it would crash, if you hit reset, because it automatically runs the program, it would run the same bad program and crash again. And so I couldn't get into the board to delete the files to recover from the crash, because it would auto run every time you hit reset. I finally got it back into bootloader mode and uploaded some Arduino, just like a blank sketch or something, to try to get control of it. And then I was able to go in and load another sketch that would reformat the SPI flash chip to get rid of the corrupted files. And then I was able to recover it. So I reported all that to Scott, and he said, yeah, we need to do something about that. If you get a hard crash, we need to find a better way to recover it. So in this new 0.10.0 that he just talked about a minute ago, he's put in a kind of a safe mode, so that if it detects that you have a hard crash, when it resets, it will not automatically run the bad sketch that you have in there. It will go straight into the command line mode, and then you can get in there and fix what you need to fix and recover from it. So anyway, I'm the fool that tried to make it more foolproof, and Scott's grateful and I'm grateful. Wore out my dad's button pushing finger. He had to sit there and double click the reset button all afternoon. So shout out to him and thanks for his patience. And anyway, all of the receiving and decoding code has been on my IRLib has been converted now to CircuitPython, and now I'll start working on the sending. But anyway, I stressed the system, and in the end, it got better. So I'm proud of my failure.
That's the way I look at it. Normally, Lamore says, "Here, go break it." So thank you for doing that.
Thank you for breaking it.
Yeah, outstanding.
Yeah.
All right,
Bye-bye.
Rachel. Hello, Rachel. Unmute your mic and show us your project.
Hello, Rachel.
Hello.
Hey.
So I actually started working on this all the way back in actually August. It was before I learned about your circuit playground, but it ended up looking pretty similar. It's basically I started on a NeoPixel ring that can blink itself. So it's got a it's actually got a SAM-D21 on it, and it also has the BUNO 055, so it's motion sensitive. And right now, what I have it going right now is it's doing all sorts of quaternions behind the scenes, but it sets up gradients based on cardinal directions and also tilting. So I don't.
And is it a custom board that you designed?
Yeah, custom board. I've designed it in KiCad. as far as schematics, I made lots of use of your various projects you've put out, or the SAMD application notes as well.
That's so cool.
Yeah, that's why we put it out there. Thank you for
Yay.
making something from something. This is cool.
Yep. And yeah, I went with the SAMD, and then I saw you started up with all the Express stuff. It's like, well, I made a good choice.
No, you did exactly the right thing.
Either you're both right or we're both crazy.
And now you got that cool TV out library that
Yeah.
you can take advantage of.
But yeah, I found I actually ended up making it. I tried by hand, decided this is crazy, so spent a couple months building converting a toaster oven, and that's my local makerspace.
Yeah, that's how we made all our boards
That's so cool.
before we got an oven. This is
Tri-Cat plus
fantastic.
toaster oven. That's really hardcore. Well, it's a beautiful design.
Yep.
I think you need an Ash seen on the show and tell sticker. We'll send you one.
Yeah.
Just email support at Adafruit. I like how you added extra buttons and stuff.
And when you're
Yeah,
ready, take photos, send it to us. If you ever put it on Tindy or whatever you do with it, we'll help get the word out too. This is a full circle. Schematics, build
Literally.
something. Yeah, a full circle.
It's a full circle.
All right. Thank you so much, Rachel.
All right. Thanks for sharing off, Rachel.
All right. Next up, Rebecca. Hello, Rebecca. Mute your mic and show us your project.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey again.
So it's been a couple weeks since I've been on, but last week was finals and that was death, so I was busy. The week before was actually the Engineering Expo when I was on with Sabrina, and now Sabrina's back in California, but I'm here. So I'm actually gonna share screens for a minute. So we have this image from the Engineering Expo, and there were a ton of people there. And then there were still a lot of people. But this is my project I was working on, a smart planter. So it was a planter that watered itself. The electronics worked out good, but then the box itself had so many problems that we ended up throwing it out immediately after this photo. It was bad, but it was circuit playground powered, which made me happy. Sabrina did really well with her project. She won second place out of all the freshmen. And right after show and tell that night, she actually got it to fully work, her braille box.
Yay! I knew
So
she
this
could
is,
do it.
yeah, so this is an image at her booth of it actually working. But she may have fried the solenoids after getting them to work for 3 hours because they were really hot and she didn't want to touch them anymore.
We gotta get it working once.
But they worked, so that's all it takes. So she was super happy about that. I don't know how to stop screen share. Oh, there's the button. All right, so since school is out, nobody wanted their Bobot kits anymore, so I did some awesome trades, and I traded Pokemon cards for Bobot kits.
You totally won.
You get the better end deal.
Good trade. Awesome.
Yeah, no, I got 2 Bobot kits for trading some rare Pokemon cards. I also started playing with Microbit because I've had one for a couple weeks and just haven't touched it. So I have one now, and I have it hooked up so that when you press a button, it plays a tone on this buzzer, which is really quiet. And probably couldn't hear the tone at all because this microphone's actually in my headphones. Oh, okay. And it actually doesn't because I have a tuner. And when it's supposed to play a B flat, it actually plays more of a B, which is about half step off. And that's kind of a significant difference because I can play that difference on a piccolo, which I think is in tune. And the tuner, the middle light will actually light up green when it's in tune.
Okay. You did it.
So that's a B flat that it was supposed to play, but it actually plays a B, which is slightly different. Oh, nope, that's bad. That's bad, nope. So the difference is about half step. It's supposed to play the lower note. So I'm trying to sort of figure that out. I was using MakeCode to code it.
Cool.
So I was trying that because I don't actually know Python.
We use MakeCode for all of our demos, so it's
All
that's the way to
right.
go.
You got so much fun this
All right.
summer coming up.
Thank you so much, Rebecca.
Thanks for the update.
Yes.
All right.
Thank
You
you.
can get this tell sticker, just email support. Okay, next up, Nicholas. Nicholas, unmute your mic and show us your project. Hello, Nicholas. How are you?
Good, guys. How you doing?
Hey.
So first thing I wanted to show was what not to do. Don't accidentally screw through a lithium-ion battery when
Right.
assembling a Pi Grill 2.
Ooh.
So that's a big no-no. That was this weekend as I was trying to make one for my brother. It did not go as well. And a few inhalations of toxic fumes and a call to poison control, everyone's okay. So
Fine.
what I did was
is fine.
I got this nice little lunchbox that I had lying around, and I thought to myself, wouldn't it be neat to just turn it into a Pi-powered computer?
Yeah.
So the best part of it is as I throw this guy on, and so I had to 3D print a nice little stand so it doesn't collapse on itself. I use the Pi 7-inch touchscreen. I've got Pi 3 behind it built in. I added the camera. So I can work this as just a regular laptop, or as it loads up, I've got RetroPie running. So as I travel around and speak at conferences and work with teachers to get more maker spaces in schools, I can pop this bad boy out and show kids that even your lunchbox can be your computer. So it's really kind of nice. It runs on a lithium-ion battery in the back there. Just runs the power so that can charge, and it just sticks right in. And I'm going to try to get this through TSA, and we're going to see how that goes.
Okay, well, it was nice knowing
Well,
you.
it's not just getting through TSA, it's getting on the United flight and not getting dragged off now. So be careful. That
Absolutely.
lunchbox, don't get it wet and don't feed it after midnight is the only other thing.
Or screw through the battery.
Yeah, or screw through.
Or screw through a battery. But yeah, so that's what I've been doing, working with my students. I'm actually an English teacher, but I've been pushing maker spaces in schools around the country, and walking around with things like this, or Game Boys, or I just put together the, there it is, the Raspberry Pi Google AI bit finally came in the mail when the Magpie arrived. So
Okay, you get a Sparky the Blue Smoke Monster. Congratulations. And on the show and tell sticker. So when you email support@adafruit.com, tell them to toss and best.
sounds really good. Thanks a lot, guys.
All right, and thank you for not only spreading maker spaces and hacker spaces and teaching, but also showing some of the things that can go wrong or go right because you got to do the story.
Yes,
right.
absolutely. Thanks a lot.
All right, next up, Ryan. Ryan, unmute your mic and show us your project.
Get some cool tubes.
Whatever this is, this looks cool.
Okay, this is a little clock that I designed with Numatron tubes, and it started out as a project on a breadboard that I showed at my high school symposium, but I made it into PCB. I had the original prototype ran on an Arduino, but it has an ATmega in the back there, and a DS3231 during the clock, and shift registers to control the tubes. And it's all through hole, so I can, my plan was to make it a soldering kit too. So, yeah, it was actually my second time designing a circuit board, but this time I got the pleasure of writing the code for it too. So, I like how it looks and everything.
And it's the right time.
Yeah, it's the right time. The breakout's battery backed up. I'll plug this here. Actually,
beautiful tubes.
Yeah.
Thank you. Because I wanted to make it all through hole, I actually put this real-time clock on a header.
Oh, yeah.
So you wouldn't have to solder the little TSOP packages for the DS3231 and other chips. And you know, you can just plug it into a barrel jack and it works.
All right, Ryan. Well, congratulations. This is an excellent project. You know, we're over webcams right now, so if you take some photos and when you email support@adafruit.com for your SE non-tell sticker, we'll post it up on the blog and more.
Wow, thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a beautiful clock. I'd like to
Awesome.
see some sorry, it's not HD when it's photos. Some high quality JPEGs. All right, Ryan.
Definitely.
So much. All right, we're moving right along. Okay, next up, Greg. Greg, unmute your mic and show us your project.
Hey again, Greg.
Okay, am I unmuted?
Yeah, you're fine.
Excellent. So glad to be on my second show and tell. Very honored. If anybody is questioning whether you actually get a show and tell sticker, you do.
Yeah.
My honored position right below my founding member of the Open Source Hardware Association sticker. So I appreciate that.
Collect them all.
Yeah. So I have some pictures of my LED controller that I installed on my boat from the NRF 52 Blue Fruit that I won on the Ask an Engineer show a couple of weeks ago, and wanted to quickly show a work in progress on my boat monitor. So let me see if I can do the screen sharing without messing things up. So there's the boat. And the top of that is a hard top, which actually had one LED in it. So now it's got quite a few hundred. The controller is just temporarily rigged, but it is waterproof. I tested it all with a hose and all goodness. That's a 12-volt feed that goes into the buck converter, which feeds the feather and the OLED with the 5 volts and passes the 12 volts through to the string of analog LEDs. A little board with a bunch of MOSFETs on it. And away it goes.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
So, and I think, if I got this right,
You're right. You can actually find this boat anywhere.
very impressed with the range, a couple 300 feet without any problems. So,
Wow.
well, goodness.
This is neat.
Yeah.
Excellent work. Okay, well, your boat gets us, on the show and tell sticker.
Appreciate that.
What was the range? It was Bluetooth that you were getting 300 feet?
Yeah, at the end of the pier, which is amazing in a marina. There's a lot of interference from people having gadgetry, so it was good. Yeah.
Yeah. Bluetooth is only supposed to go 10 feet, so that's pretty amazing.
No. Yeah, all the way at the end of the pier. No problems.
Nice.
Yeah. So this is the next project, which is monitoring. I think like a lot of people's projects that kind of spun out of control. Originally, it was just going to be a display for refrigerator and freezer. I added in a Phona so I could have it dial out to me. Also added in a BME 280 so it could do the ambient temperature and such like that. And let me know on that. The last thing I added was a float that'll actually be in the bottom of the boat, a bilge, to tell me if there's any water in the boat. There's usually typically water in a boat, and there's pumps, but if the pump stops, then it presents a bit of a problem. I had one issue with the Phona and the TFT, which was they both used pin 9. One was for chip select and the Phona for the receive, but thankfully, Lady Ada, being a genius, put a way to slice out one of the pins in the TFT and reroute it to another pin, and life was good.
All right.
Yes.
Well, Greg, your boat gets a sticker.
I think by nautical law as well, any display like that, you have to have a smiley face or a sad face.
All right.
Show status.
I don't know if this is showing up or not.
Dude, your boat's sinking.
Your boat's sinking.
We had a friend whose boat caught on fire and it sank.
Yes. So, all goodness.
We do.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Greg. Email
All right, look,
support@adafruit.com. We still have 2 more
nothing.
people. So we're going to go to Lim and then
Quinn?
So first we're going to go to Lim. Hey, Lim, unmute your mic and show us your project. Keep it to a couple minutes and we'll get everybody in tonight.
Okay. So what I have here is a biking glove. So I don't have a light on my bike, so I want a glove that lights up. This is not very technically complex, but it took me a long while to sew everything in, especially because this is a 2-dimensional object. It's easy to sew the front to the back.
Yeah, you could. It's like a screw through a pie girl. Like you could blow it up if you're not careful. You have your hand in it. You got to be careful with that.
So it lights up when you shake it.
Oh,
neat.
okay, nice.
Cool.
Oh,
That's
cool.
Yeah. So then the thing about this, it doesn't have a compass on it. So that's I'm using a Adafruit circuit playground. But it doesn't have a compass, so I decided to use the Adafruit's what was it? Flora.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I took out the WS2812 LED and I replaced it with a compass sensor.
Oh, wow. You made your own custom PCB. That's really nice.
That's cool.
Basically, just the Flora with the compass sensor switched in for the LED.
But that's great.
And it also boasts SAMD.
That's cool.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah,
Custom Flora.
Flora G. It's like Verizon has like their G network, but it's Flora G edition.
Yeah.
All right. Outstanding. All right. Well, thank you so much. Email support@adafruit.com and we'll send you out a show and tell sticker. If you want to take photos or a little video of your glove and more, throw it our way or a YouTube video and we'll link it up on the blog.
Okay. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, I like the shake.
Okay, last up,
Take a
I might mess up the name because it's Agnukwa. I'm gonna try. Unmute your mic and show us your project.
Hello.
Yeah, hello. How's it going?
Greetings from Bulgaria.
Hello.
Thanks.
Yeah, I want to show you my project. but it's a little big, so I have to swap my camera. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's actually a vertical farm for growing vegetables, and I'm using a lot of components from Adafruit actually. I will go in detail. So inside is the level area where the plants are growing. So I have a SHT sensor. It's used to be inside in the soil, but right now I just pick it out. I have a irrigation system also. I'm using actually a Cayenne to control my logic.
Oh, yeah.
Also triggers and everything to monitor the state of the farm, the state of the vegetables. Actually, I have also an Arduino board, which I used to connect with this node, which you can stick with another kind of flowers outside of the farm, so you can monitor everything if you want. We can add a lot of these nodes. So I'm using an Arduino to a Raspberry connected, and also I have a camera which is no infrared, which is without infrared filter, and I can monitor the growth of the plants and also the photosynthesis. And I have a time-lapse video, but maybe in the next time I can share my screen, because right now I'm using my phone.
Yeah, and also email it to us. This is fantastic. You're using Adafruit stuff to grow fruit.
Yeah, yeah. All of the stuffs are from Adafruit. Here is the maintenance area. Yeah, it's a couple messy right here. So here down you can see flowers. It's a lettuce. It's like 2 weeks ago. It's kind of big already. And these are from 4 days.
Cool.
This is great. Well, yeah, please come back because the plants will be on their way to becoming more and more like food.
I love that you're
So-
feeding your mind and your body.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, I have a couple of other sensors like a luminosity sensor, DHT sensor, a wide sensors of your portfolio. Also, the touch screen, as you can see. But everything is running in the cloud right now using Cayenne dashboard, triggers, notifications, everything. And I'm quite happy that they support a lot of your products.
Yeah, we just blogged about them, and they were on the show and tell. So this is full circles.
Amazing.
All right. Well, your food gets a as seen on the show and tell sticker to go along with the Cayenne sticker there. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, everyone.
Thank
This
you
is
very
Epic Show and Tell.
Okay.
Thank you, Ron.
Woo.
Thank you, Rebecca. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you, Phil V. Thank you, Nicholas. Thank you, Lim. Thank you, Greg. And thank you, Chris. We're here every single week, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you so much, everyone, for making this the best half an hour
That was amazing.
of our lives. All right. See you on Ask an Engineer
Such cool projects.
in a minute.
Come back next week.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Woo!